What is up, guys? Nick Torius again, back with another video, and this time I'm gonna be talking about, this is a more negative video, right? It's about why I don't like pickup artists. Normally I like everyone, I try to be as positive as I can be, but the pickup artist community is not something that I really fuck with. So with that being said, smash the like button, comment below what your thoughts on the video are, subscribe if you're new. Let's get into the video. So, Nick, why don't you like pickup artists, right? There was a time when I would consider myself, oh, I'm a pickup artist, because I've always been an artist, right? So I was just like, oh, picking up girls is art. Like when I was real young and I had no idea about anything about girls and shit, I'll just be like, oh, pickup artist, cause all right, look, it's just funny, right? Because when you're young, you just look up, like, and you want a girl, right? You just look up online how to get girls, right? That's what we all do. We're, like those, cause I don't like. There's dudes that just know the game. They're just like born out the womb knowing the game, right? But for all the rest of us, we gotta learn that shit, and it's not easy, right? Especially if you don't got no one to teach you. Because the thing is, like, all right, so like when I was in school, you know, like your value is on how many girls you get, right? So as a dude. So the thing is like you can't be asking dudes like, oh, how do you get that girl? How do you get that girl? Because it's like competition, you feel me? So it's like you're in a race. And it's like you can't ask dude that you're next to in a race, like, oh, how do I be faster than you? You feel me? So it's like there's like a degree of like embarrassment, I guess, that comes with it. So what you gotta do is you go home and you go online and you go on howtogetgirls.com, right? I forgot what website I would use, but they would always talk about like Fight Club and all that shit, and the red pill, blue pill, all that stuff, right? And like honestly, like I don't know. The reason why is because the reason why they use all that terminology on that shit is because that's what, like, you know, I like, cause for me, I never seen The Matrix, so I never, like, I did see it, but I didn't like finish it, so I don't really understand like the whole blue pill, red pill shit. But you know, like when people say, oh, I'm red pill, I'm purple pill, I'm blue pill, and all that stuff, like I understand that it means like you're alpha male or beta male, but you know, like all these terms and all these words and stuff, they're all just real mind based, right? So I always feel like, cause like me, even searching it up, right? Like I would learn a lot of stuff about girls, and I would just be like, oh, okay, that makes sense. But there was still something off to me about it, right? Like watching all these like RSD videos and all these like pickup artists, like, oh, picking up girls, day game, night game, and all that stupid shit. And I'm just like, oh, you know, like I felt like when I was young and naive, like I thought that was, you know, it was all right because it was helping me get girls. Like, yeah, I was able to go up to girls and stuff, but there was just always something fishy about it, right? Like I didn't know what it was. And then I started watching this dude's videos. His name was Player Supreme. I think he's dead now, so RIP to him. But he, like, I feel like watching his videos made me kind of like, I feel like watching his videos made me better with girls, definitely, because he was a black dude, right? And I was learning how to pick up girls from I was learning how to pick up girls from white dudes, right? And like white nerdy dudes. And I always feel like those, like, you know, because a dude that gets girls, he's I know it's funny because I'm making these videos, but dudes that get girls for real, they don't be making videos like, oh, how to get girls. You feel me? They don't be on blogs talking about girls all day, because when you are doing something all day, you don't really talk about it, right? I make these videos because I've always just been making videos all the time, right? I got a bunch of channels. that's my excuse. But dudes that are really getting girls, first of all, they don't even know what the fuck they're doing. Second of all, or they might. Second of all, they keep it secret, because all the dudes that I always got girls, if I ever asked them, they would always clown me or keep it a secret, right? And then third is, it would always be vague. Like their advice would be very vague, right? Like you ask a dude, oh, how do you get those girls? And they're like, oh, you gotta feel out the vibe. in your logical nerd mind, you're just like, what the fuck does that even mean? Right? You're just like what the hell does it mean to feel out a vibe? Like, what? That's what, because girls couldn't say it and understand it, I guess, but dudes were just like, feel, because I would always read all these things too, right? I would always, like, there was this one website I would read, it's called girlschase.com. Like, I feel like that one was pretty good, but they would always say things like, oh, men are logical, women are emotional, right? And I always thought, oh, women are emotional, so they have emotions, and men don't have emotions. But then I think to myself, but I have emotions, so what the fuck does that even mean? You feel me? So it's like, I honestly still don't even know what the fuck that means. Like, I guess because the thing is, women will be lying a lot. So I guess I get what it means. But basically, what it all boils down to is that, like, pickup artist shit is all just very nerdy, right? And it's very awkward, and it's very, like, it's just very nerd based. It's very, like, for geeks and dorks and all that stuff, right? Like, I would listen to these pickup artists, and they'll go up to girls, be all stupid and shit, and they'll just be like, hey, give me a high five, yeah. And all that dumb shit, right? And there was this dude I interviewed one time. I ain't gonna say his name, but like, I saw it in action. Because the thing is, dudes be taking it too far. You feel me? And they making it like not cool. Like how can you make not, like, going up to girls not cool? You feel me? Like, that's like what? That's like the only, like, the coolest thing you could do, maybe. But it's like, how can you make that uncool? You feel me? So it's like, when I saw him doing it, I was like, because I could tell he was real into the pickup artist shit, right? Because niggas that are into pickup artist shit, they don't really be like cool. You feel me? They're not cool dudes. They're always nerds. They're always like geeks. They're always like awkward. They're always like, ugh. And then they look up how to get girls, and they find the pickup artist shit, right? They're like NLP and what is it? I don't know. It's something about girls' nature, like hypergamous, right? Yeah, and all these words, alpha male, hypergamy, and all this shit. And I just be like, damn, that's so lame. Cause the thing is, it's like, cause there's no such thing as, I don't feel like there's no such thing as hypergamous nature. Like, I feel like it's just bitches just want a nigga that can make them live longer. Like, if you ain't a nigga who's gonna make the bitch live longer, then she don't give a fuck about you, right? Or she don't, like, because the niggas that make bitches live longer are bigger and stronger and taller and have bigger dicks and are able to make shit in the world. You feel me? They're like able to penetrate the world. Niggas that aren't are the niggas that look up how to get girls online because they just care about girls. Niggas that can make her live longer, and niggas out in the world doing shit, doing big things, right? Not to say that there's not no niggas out here doing big shit that can't get girls, that aren't looking for girls, right? That are having problems. But like a nigga that can get girls just gravitate towards them, and they don't really be looking up like, I gotta touch her at this time, because I feel like that shit fucked me up, right? Because the thing is like, it gives you the intention, right? Because the thing is, now since I'm into all that spirituality and shit, I understand it a lot more better, like the dynamics between humans, right? The dynamics between girls and boys, because you could just feel out the vibe. You just listen to your intuition. It tells you what the fuck to do, right? So the thing is with pickup artist shit, it ignores all that stuff, right? It ignores your intuition and your spirituality and the dynamics between humans and the flow of nature, and it just tells you, say this, do this, this is what this is called, this is that. It's like science, right? It's like the science of it kind of fucks up the genuineness, you feel me? Like, cause I won't lie, I'm kind of upset because of that. I mean, it did leave me, like, I won't lie, I smashed girls off of pickup artist shit, you feel me? But the thing is like, it takes away from the genuineness. right? Because you ain't a cool dude if you're over here high-fiving bitches because the book told you to do it. You ain't a cool dude if you're, like touching her leg and then you take it off and then you do whatever. I don't know. You just ain't a cool dude if you're doing all that pickup artist shit. Because you're just thinking too much. You gotta stop thinking. Like, when it comes to sex and girls, your mind is like a weapon, right? To yourself. Your mind is a weapon to yourself. So don't listen to your mind. Just go with your body. Go with the flow. Just do what your body says, because that's the same thing with girls, right? It's like a girl's mind is her weapon towards you, the same way your mind is a weapon towards you as well. You have two weapons formed against you, right? Because a girl's mind will tell her, no, even though she's like on you and shit, and she's like fucking leaking, and she's fucking like super like horny and shit. Her mind is gonna tell her, no, because she's telling herself, I have to stay pure. I can't add another body to my bodies list. You feel me? Because you want to add that body to your list, and you want to. It's funny. It's like taking a body, right? Like she has her body, and then you have yours. So it's like you both add, but you adding increases your value. Her adding decreases hers. So it's like that game. It's like the tug of war. Who's gonna get? Because her body, basically, like her bodies are in negative. So alright, so I think that's a good way to look at it, right? Like girls' bodies, like anytime a girl says, oh, I slept with 30 dudes, you gotta see it as like negative, right? Like, oh, I slept with negative 30 dudes. That means that she's out of the game. You feel me? Like, that's how many points she has. And a dude that has bodies, even if a dude has like one body, like a dude that smashed one girl is better than a girl who smashed one dude. You feel me? So it's like, because dudes be like all upset, right? Because the thing is, I remember one time there was this dude, he told me, oh, I smashed 300 girls when I was your age, right? And I felt real bad, because at that point I only slept with like, I think 7 girls. And he was like, oh, I smashed 300 girls when I was your age. And I was like, what? That's crazy. I gotta up my body count. Because I feel like a little dork. You feel me? So the thing, but I didn't realize that me smashing 7, like even if a girl says, oh, I smashed 30 dudes, like I would think like, damn, she has 20 something more bodies than me. I'm thinking that she's better than me, right? I'm thinking that, damn, this girl's more advanced. But the thing is you gotta see it as a negative, right? So even if I have even if I have 7 bodies, or even if I have 1 body, that's still better than a girl who has 100 bodies, right? Because that's negative 100 bodies. Because girls can never be positive. Now I'm seeing it. Girls can never be positive, right? So anytime a girl is in the negative, like we're still winning. You feel me? We're still winning. Even if a dude is at 0, dude is still winning over the girl, because because as long as the girl's at 0, 0, 0, then you're Gucci. You feel me? I don't know, but that's how I see it. So don't get intimidated by these girls. You can listen to pickup artists, right? Like, I feel like there's no, like, their message is good, as in like, I mean, their intention is good, right? The only thing is that this is kind of lame. You feel me? Now when I think back on it, I'll tell girls like, oh, I'm a pickup artist, right? And I was like, damn, that's so lame now, right? Because that's a whole bunch of nerds just saying all this nerd shit to other nerds. And I see the people at these those, I forgot what they're called, those seminars, and they're all nerdy dudes and shit. And I'm just like, damn, I can imagine you going to, bro. Because I don't know, like, when it comes to going up to girls, it's not that hard. Like, you just talk to them like regular people. Like, oh, hey, this and that, da, da, da. Like, you just want it to come off as in, like, because that's one thing I always did, right? Because you can go up to a girl, like, you can just, like, run up to her, right? And be like, hey, what's your name? Hey, I'm Nick. What's your name? Da, 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 da. But I always like it to be supernatural, right? Like, I always like, Like if I'm in the grocery store and I'm just like looking at mangoes or some shit, like they're like one time I was like looking at mangoes or like lemons or some shit, and some girl was just like next to me and she was looking at them, and then I was just like, oh, are those ripe or whatever? And she's like, oh, I don't fucking remember. But it's like that, you know. It's just like she's right next to me. We talk about the lemons, and then like I didn't really like her, but it was just a natural thing. You feel me? Like, oh, all right, I'll give you one. One time, all right. So look, one time I was in the store and then I was looking at yogurt, right? Like the Shabani yogurts, and then this girl was looking at it too, and then I didn't know what to say to her, but I was just like, oh, this one is like real good. And she's like, yeah, it's my favorite. And then we started talking about the yogurt and shit, and then, you know, got her Instagram, and I was like, all right, bet. So you always want it to just be as natural as you can. That's why I don't fuck with the pickup artists. Pickup artists will talk about, like, they'll just make it very sciencey, right? They'll just break it down. And the thing is, like, when you're breaking down the interactions, that's how your interactions will be, right? So you're literally just like chilling with the girl, and then you're just like, oh, in the interaction it said do this. In their interaction, in the video it said do this. In the video it said do that. In the blog it said this. In the blog it said that. And you're just thinking about that shit too much, and you're like, oh, when should I do this? When should I do that? And you just want steps and you want a formula, but there is no steps. There is no formula. You just do it. You feel me? You just do what's in the moment. You do what your intuition tells you to do, because your intuition is guiding you. You don't listen to your mind. You listen to your body, right? You just have your body speaking to you. And if you're not really that spiritually inclined, you're not gonna understand. Because there was a point when I was very sciencey, right? Like I was very into like stats and figures and all that shit. Now I'm more into like, oh, let me just listen. You know, listen to the girl, listen to the universe, listen to my body, listen to what's going on around me, listen to the environment, listen to nature, right? If you just listen to all that stuff, it's gonna tell you what to do. You're just gonna understand, right? The thing is that we think so much, and especially if you listen to all this pickup artist shit, you're gonna be listening, you're gonna be thinking too much, and you're not gonna be able to listen, right? So that's why they say to meditate, because when you meditate, you listen. You're just able to listen because you're not thinking. So when you're not thinking, you're listening to what's going on, and you're just going with the flow, basically. So I hope this video answered your question about why I don't like pickup artists. My question. No one even asked me that. Well, I don't give a fuck. Like the video, comment below what your thoughts are. If you want me to answer any questions about girls and stuff, like I want to help you guys. I really want to help you to get better with girls. So I'm just gonna give you all the tips that help me get better with girls. I looked up all the YouTube shit. I went up to so many girls. I talked to a bunch of girls. I smashed a bunch of girls. I just want to give you guys my experience, because it's frustrating as fuck when you're a dude and you want smash girls and you just can't, right? And also remember, it's like, don't listen to what girls say, right? Because I'll literally see on social media and girls saying, oh, dudes be acting like pussy is so hard to get, da, 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 da. Like, that's so funny to me, because it is. I ain't even front about it, because to a girl, getting dick is so easy, right? But to a dude, getting pussy is hard, because it is. Because girls don't want to give pussy, because then they're gonna be in negative. So it is hard for a dude to get pussy, because it's literally, the odds are against him to not get the pussy, right? Like, she don't want, like, it's like saying like, oh, slavery, right? like white people be like, oh, because let's say that white people are free and black people are slaves, right? White people be like, oh, freedom is so freedom is so easy to get. Why can't you just get, like, why are you making it such a big deal? And then black dudes and then slaves are like, you know, thirsting for freedom, killing for freedom, trying to get freedom for other black people and all this stuff, right? And then white people are just like, oh, but it's so easy to get freedom because they already have the freedom. They can get as much freedom as they want. So that's just my take on it. Let's get this video to 2,000 likes. Comment below. Subscribe if you're new. Catch you in the next video. Peace.